When it comes to skincare, we all have issues that we are tackling. In this specific video, I really want to dive into everything that it takes to help heal and nurture acne-prone skin. So there are a couple of different preventative things that people talk about, like making sure that your skin's hydrated from the inside out, so that means drinking enough water, wiping down your cell phone because it's a hub of bacteria, and using a satin pillowcase so that you're not causing further trauma to the skin. But in this specific video, I want to dive into exactly what products I use to help me combat my combination oily, dry skin with the side of acne. So let's just jump right in. So the first step in really fighting your acne and really working with your skin instead of against it is to actually make sure that you are properly removing your makeup. So when it comes to makeup remover, I always go in with the Elemis Pro-Collagen Cleansing Balm. This cleansing balm is very oily. It is an oil-based cleansing balm. I use a little spatula, I work it in between my hands, warm it up, massage my face, and I pretty much lift off all of my makeup, and then I go in to rinse it with warm water. That water coming off my face is really milky, it's brown, you can see the makeup just kind of dripping off your face into the sink. And then that concludes the first step of our double cleanse process. I then go in with the cleanser. So some people go with a gel cleanser at this point. Because of the amount of makeup I wear, and I wear makeup every single day, I actually go in with an exfoliator. So this is a plant-based exfoliator. This is a drugstore one, and I absolutely love it. Definitely has texture to it for exfoliating, but you don't have to use a lot of pressure because you don't want to create little tears in your skin. This is a plant-based one, very natural and very calming to the skin. What I do is I take a dime-sized amount of this, I work it in between my hands, and then I go in and I sing the alphabet twice. That actually lets me know that I have taken the appropriate amount of time to scrub my face, exfoliate my skin, and really lift off whatever the Pro-Collagen Cleansing Balm may or may not have left behind. The third step, because now that is officially double cleansed, I actually go in and use a chemical exfoliator. So chemical exfoliators are not scrubs, okay? So they are not things that you actually feel, they're not actually physical exfoliators. They are more plant-based or chemical-based or acid-based, and I go in with the Osmosis Pure Medical Skincare MD Purify Enzyme Cleaner. So what this does is now cleanses that skin that is now officially makeup-free, and it still continues to work on my skin by lifting off dead skin cells, getting rid of any last bit of residue, and then hydrating my skin as well, because this is not a drying cleanser. This I got from my esthetician. You can use any type of gel cleanser that you want. I just really recommend for acne prone skin that you go in with gel cleansers. Gel cleansers are really going to help control the oil. When you have acne prone skin, your skin is producing an excess amount of oil, but you also can feel like you're dry sometimes. That's because when you go in with a lot of acne products, you are drying out your skin. So your skin has a little alarm that goes off and is like, whoa, I feel really dry. I'm gonna produce more oil. That's why sometimes whenever you look at your skin, you can have areas of dryness, patchiness, flakiness, but then your makeup's moving halfway throughout the day and it's really frustrating. It's because your face is compensating with excess oil production. So it's really nice to go in with gel cleansers that are going to help exfoliate and really clean the skin without over drying it. When my skin is acting absolutely ridiculous, I actually go in with a second gel cleanser. So at this point I've used 4 different cleansers, but this Effaclar La Roche Posay cleanser is something that one of my older estheticians has recommended, and I always keep it in my arsenal. This used to actually only be exclusively sold at esthetician offices. Now it's actually available at CVS and Target, which is so fabulous. But I really love this specific medicated gel cleanser because it is 2% salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is really going to help draw impurities out of your pores and really prevent bacteria from harboring in there. Bacteria in your pores equals a zit. So you just want to pull as much bacteria out of your pores as you can. This medicated gel cleanser runs for about 20 bucks and it's quite a bit of product. So I highly recommend it. If you don't have a gel cleanser in your arsenal, this is exactly what you need to really ensure that you are not only cleansing your face, but you're actually providing it with the appropriate things that will actually kill the bacteria in your skin. Other gel cleansers that I highly recommend, which I'm totally out of, is the Olehenriksen Oil Control Cleanser. I really like this one. It's also plant-based. It is a little bit more expensive, but a little bit of this goes a very long way, and it definitely lathers the skin. It does not feel over drying. This one from the drugstore can be just a little bit more on the drying side. So I really only use this if I just really feel like my skin is completely betraying me, this is more of a daily friendly option. Now that I've officially cleansed, all the makeup is off, and I've used a acne based cleanser to really ensure that I am now starting to fight the acne process, I go in with a toner. A toner is something that you absolutely do not need. The purpose of a toner is to restore the pH balance in your skin. Is it necessary? No. Your skin is, just like the rest of your body, is pretty self-regulating. But what I like to do is just take it one step further, because I always feel like I still have some of the residual cleanser on my skin. I really want that feeling of just being squeaky clean. And I know that that is contraindicated in a lot of esthetician offices, a lot of dermatologist offices, but hear me out. When you have acne prone skin, I'm not gonna leave it squeaky clean and dry. I'm going to replenish the hydration, and I'm gonna nurture my skin. But just for a moment in the cleansing process, I really need to make sure that I have every bit of makeup off and that I can just see my skin fully cleansed with no product. So that is this product right here. The Clean and Clear Essentials Deep Cleaning Astringent with Salicylic Acne Medication is a toner that I use with the Shiseido cotton pads. The reason I talk about these so much is because historically, when you start getting into makeup and stuff, you just go for regular cotton balls. Regular cotton balls are bleached to death, and they are also spun in a way that makes them very abrasive on your skin. So the last thing you want to do is go in with a really harsh cotton ball that has these rough edges and then create these little tears in your skin, opening up your pores. And God forbid you have any product left on there, like soap or makeup or, I don't know, just dirt from the day, going into that pore and creating a new breakout. So you're probably just making the problem worse. When you go in with these cotton pads, they have no rough edges. They're completely organic cotton. So you can actually ensure that what is going in contact with your face is not going to cause further harm. This toner is a drugstore toner. I've used this for literally 20 years, but the reason why I love this is because it has salicylic acid. I don't want to put anything on my skin that I don't have to. I know that right now the trend is to have very extensive skincare processes, and it's the trend to just really have like an arsenal of all these things that you're doing before bed. And here's the thing, that's fun, and your counter might be really cute, and you might enjoy buying those products, but your skin can only handle so many ingredients. So for me, it's really important that my routine is cohesive. That's why the cleanser that has salicylic acid is also accompanied by the toner that has salicylic acid, because I'm continuing to further treat my skin with acne fighting agents, and I'm also using this to remove any bit of makeup on. You might think, oh my God, you have now used a cleansing balm, you have now exfoliated, you have now, depending on how bad your breakout is, used 2 different gel cleansers. You think there's still makeup on your skin? There absolutely is. I use this cotton pad to actually go into my hairline, around my jawline where I get a lot of hormonal breakouts, and really wedge in between my nostrils and my nasolabial folds. And I still get makeup that comes on this cotton pad. So it is just astonishing to me how much makeup is left on the skin if you don't use this. This is kind of a harsh formula. This is a little bit drying. It can be a little bit dehydrating, and it can make your skin feel a little bit tight. If you struggle with sensitive skin, but you also are acne prone, I recommend going with the sensitive formula of this. And instead of going all over your face, kind of just run it on your hairline and then maybe focus it on isolated acne breakouts. But I would not go to town all over the face. Maybe just ease your way into a product like this, or try the sensitive formula. Okay. And then once I feel like I'm totally cleansed and now I feel like my skin is absolutely makeup free, I can go in with a treatment. So this Differin gel is adapalene. It actually used to be prescription only, and now it's available at the drugstore, which I think is super fabulous. It is a very strong topical acne medication that I think just really renews the skin, stimulates cell turnover. So what cell turnover does is, if this is your skin, this is your dermal layer, and you have a breakout that's sitting right here, cell turnover is going to help push that breakout to the surface so that you can actually treat it. Sometimes a lot of people have, including myself, I have breakouts that don't actually break through the surface. They kind of just sit underneath, and I have to use agents like adapalene or chemical exfoliators or toners even to really slough off that dead skin, that trapped in pore, let it out, let it breathe, and then actually start to use salicylic acid to treat it. So Differin gel can be bought at CVS and Amazon. Okay, so now that I feel like I have my treatment on, that is gonna be the biggest difference, okay? There are a million products on the market that people put on their face right before they go to bed. There's facial mists, there's masks, there's sheet masks, there's eye patches, there's all this stuff. It does not matter how much hydration you are putting into your skin. If you have a breakout that is not actively being treated, that is just going to continue to get worse, and you are going to stimulate further breakouts by constantly piling on all these products and essentially suffocating your pores. So you need to treat it. This is something that I recommend you keep in your travel bag, in your makeup bag, because it works almost instantly, and it's really important that you attack your breakout right when it starts. So after I do a treatment, I then go in with the retinol product. A retinol product is super essential for your skincare routine. It is very important that you are using something that is actually going to be effective on your skin. Retinol is the only thing that has been dermatologically tested that will actually produce results. Everything else has been clinically tested, but that clinical test, that trial, actually has no parameters on who it was tested on, what lab it was tested in, what results they were trying to get, what their variables were, and not to get too scientific, but you actually just don't know what that means. It's a very broad, vague term that the industry has invented to provide peace of mind for consumers, but it actually doesn't warrant that much information. The retinol product that I highly recommend is this plant-based Olehenriksen retinol product. The reason why I like this one is because it's not as harsh. The thing is, I know that I have just gone to town on my face. I know that I have cleansed it to death. I have used 2 different salicylic acid products, and now I've gone with an acne treatment. The last thing I need to do is continue to put more acids and more chemicals on my face. I have done enough. What I want to do is go in with something that's going to nourish it and combat anti-aging. So a retinol product that is plant-based, very natural. It's going to be a gentle exfoliation for your skin. It's going to work overnight, and it's just going to give you a youthful glow and combat wrinkles, anti-aging, sagging skin, crow's feet, without really zapping the skin, because we've already done that quite a bit with all of our acne ingredients. Other things that you don't need that a lot of skincare gurus will probably tell you that you do need are masks. So I really don't think that you have to do a mask that often. If you are properly cleansing your face, if you are exfoliating and taking the dead skin cells off, and you are really making sure that you don't have a bunch of buildup on your face, and you are really using the appropriate tools to get any residual makeup out of your hairline that might be hanging out on your skin, you don't need a mask. But if you like a mask, this is the mask you need. Charcoal masks are ideal if you have acne prone skin and oily skin, because charcoal is an agent that draws things to the surface. So there are a lot of masks that are really hydrating. There's a lot of masks that are calming, anti-aging. If you just want a mask that's going to conquer your acne, if you just feel desperate and you feel like your skin is just in a really bad position, go with a charcoal mask. This Origins one is great. It's one that I have loved time and time again. I've given it as gifts. A really popular mask is the Aztec mask from Amazon. This is one of the most popular selling items on Amazon. What I recommend doing is taking 2 parts of this, 1 part of apple cider vinegar, mixing it up, and then you can feel it literally drawing impurities out of your skin. Again, this is really intense. So if you have sensitive skin, maybe just try this only isolated on your breakouts and not all over your skin, because the truth is you don't need to pull all of the oil out of your skin. You just need to pull oil out of like maybe your T-zone or around your mouth where you're having a hormonal breakout. And about once every 2 weeks, I go in with the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Peel Pads. So these peel pads are a chemical and slightly physical, because I do feel some grit on the pad, exfoliator. What these do is basically just mimic a facial in a wipe. You use step 1, you wipe it all over your skin, and then you go in with you wait for 2 minutes, and then you go in with step 2, and that really replenishes the hydration. If I feel like I have just used a lot of products that have salicylic acid that have been really fighting acne, I often sometimes feel like my skin, although it might clear up, starts to look a little dull. So every couple weeks I go in with this little system, I let my skin rest, I wait a little bit before I go in to put on makeup, and I notice that I just look brighter and I have a glow. But I don't really recommend doing this on the exact day that you are going to be using all of your salicylic acid products. I recommend doing this on a day where maybe you're going to be wearing a hair mask and you're just running errands, or just have time to give your skin some time to react to this. I really recommend keeping these on hand, because I notice a visible difference and an obvious glow right when I'm done with this. If you don't really want something that's super medical grade, go in with the Somerville ExfoliKate. This is a very gentle mask. It's plant-based as well. You rub it all over your skin, you leave it on there for 2 minutes, and you can actually feel it kind of tingle, and then you rinse it off, and it literally just gives your skin a very youthful glow without doing a lot of things to your skin. So if you are nervous about treatments, if you have had bad reactions in the past and you don't really want to go in with something super medical grade like this, try this. This is a great little mask and it's sensitive skin friendly. So you can leave it on for less than a minute if you do have more sensitive skin. Highly recommend it. Okay, so if you have a monster zit on your face and you really just don't know how to get rid of it, go in with the Acne Pimple Cosrx patches. These patches are clear, they're extremely sticky. Peel it off the sheet and then shear it on over cleansed skin with absolutely no acne treatments and no makeup and no product. And overnight, it will start to draw the impurities out to the patch. And when you take it off in the morning, that patch is actually white. So it starts clear, turns white, but it significantly shrinks the size of your breakout. It doesn't make it fully go away though. What I like about these patches is that actually, because of my job, I don't wear full glam to work. I have actually gotten away with wearing one of these to work because it's clear and it just sits on the skin. And it's given me that opportunity to actively treat it during the day and not just wait till nighttime. They sell versions of these everywhere. I've seen them at CVS, Amazon, Sephora. I highly recommend just getting some, keeping them on hand because you never know when you need it. Okay, and lastly, I want to go over accessories that are really important to keeping your skin clean. These little spa headbands from Amazon, they're nothing special. They come in like multi-packs, different colors, different patterns. You have to get these from Amazon to cleanse your face at night. What I noticed is whenever I wasn't really pulling my hair back appropriately with the spa headband and I was kind of just pinning it back like this, I subconsciously didn't want to get the rest of my hair wet because you guys know what that means, you've got to restyle it. But it was stopping me and preventing me from effectively and thoroughly cleaning my skin. When I started to use this, I noticed that I didn't hesitate to get water up here and water through here. And I didn't hesitate to really apply products, or I didn't have to pull my hair back as much and start to go in with the cotton pad and try to clean because this already did that for me. And so that really made a big difference. I know that sounds silly, but I used to have breakouts all the time through here. And I realized it's because I wasn't fully pulling my hair back and I was just kind of like trying not to get my hair wet, but you cannot effectively clean and try to avoid getting your hair wet. Like, it's really hard to do both. So I highly recommend getting a spa headband. Okay, and that concludes my very long acne video. I will definitely answer any questions you guys have. I know that this was a lot, but let me tell you that if you do this, you will not have breakouts. A lot of people message me and say sometimes like halfway throughout the day, I'll look at my skin and I'll start to get little bumps, and they're not really pimples, but it's almost just like the moment I put foundation on, I know that later in the day I'm gonna have bumps. Here's the thing, your skin's having a reaction most likely to an ingredient in that foundation, but you're also just noticing that bump so much more because anytime you lay your foundation on top of something with texture, it stands out so much more. A lot of the root of that problem is because you are not fully cleaning your face at night. You guys, if you are not using something to break down your product, if you are not using a gel cleanser to cleanse your skin and use fruit enzymes to gently exfoliate the skin, if you are not using a scrub on the days that you go full glam to really massage and lift that makeup off your skin, and if you're not treating it with salicylic products or even an acne cream, you are just going to perpetuate a breakout. I know I sound like I'm preaching and I get really passionate about this, but it's because I wear a lot of makeup. I also know how to treat an acne breakout, and being able to marry the two has basically led me to this routine that I have here. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.